Welcome to Records and Information Management How-To. Today's topic, filling out the disposal request form. You have records that have reached retention and want to move forward with the disposal process. How do you do that? Let's take a look. Records and Information Management Services, or RIMS, has a new disposal request form, which you can find on the RIMS homepage at go.uillinois.edu/RIMS and the contact page at go.uillinois.edu/RIMScontact. Filling out this form should be straightforward. To start with, we ask if you are submitting the form on behalf of a colleague or yourself, and if you have worked with RIMS before or not. These questions help us make sure further communication is properly addressed, and a RIMS staff member who has prior experience working with your unit is the one communicating where possible. You always have the option to save the form and return later by selecting the appropriate button at the bottom of the page. Please select the Continue button after making your selections. This will take you to a page of directions. It includes links to this video and a knowledge base article version of the video, as well as the Contact RIMS webpage. Please read these carefully and then select Continue again to advance and begin entering your records. Note, you will receive an emailed copy of your filled sections after RIMS has completed their review. This will take you to the first of several pages of potential record categories, and RIMS is adding more. Each page corresponds to a state-approved records retention schedule. If you are unsure of where your materials fit, you can select the names of the record types to see a brief description and their retention requirements. For a more in-depth look, please review the Records Retention Schedules page at go.uillinois.edu/retention schedules, or on the RIMS website at go.uillinois.edu/RIMS. Each category is its own page, and you can ignore pages for categories not included in your submission. For example, if you did not have administration records to dispose, you would simply select I do not have administration records, and will select Continue to navigate to the next page. You can do this for any of the categories or pages on the form. Once you reach a page for a category of records you have, in this case, administration records, you would select the I have administration records and have referred to the retention schedules radio button. Doing this will enable the button to add a record types row on this page. By selecting the blue Add Administration Record Types row button, a blank row will be added above the button with a drop-down menu to select type of record and text boxes to enter other details. Please use the drop-down under Type of Record to select the first record type in your request. If you aren't sure, you can select the names of record types further up to see a brief description of each type of records and their retention requirements without leaving this page. For a more in-depth look at the full records retention schedules, please refer to the RIMS website. Remember, any items with the same record type can and should be combined with each other into a single row. Please note, this does not apply if you have the same type of records in both physical and digital formats. You should make one row for the physical material, measured in cubic feet, and another row for the digital material, measured in gigabytes. Once you have selected the record type, there is a box for a free text description. This is where you give us some detail about what is contained in these files. This will help RIMS staff determine whether the category you have chosen makes sense. After filling out that brief description, please fill out the earliest and latest dates for that category. These fields have data validation rules asking for the month and year in mm/YYYY format. To learn more about what dates are required, please consult our guide to inventorying records at go.uillinois.edu/RIMS disposal guide #inventory. After entering the dates, please enter the record's volume and use the radio buttons to indicate if this volume is in cubic feet or in gigabytes. If you are unsure of how to determine the volume, please consult our volume estimation guide at go.uillinois.edu/RIMS volume. If you have more than one record type from the same category, in this case administration records, you can select the Add Administration Record Type row to add it. This can be done any number of additional times. When you have navigated through all the record category pages, you will reach the final page of the form. There you will be asked to confirm you are ready to submit before you are able to finalize your submission. If you aren't ready to finalize, you can select the Save and Return Later button to save where you are in the process and finish filling out the form later. Once you have submitted this form, it automatically generates a ticket to RIMS. A RIMS staff member will review your submission and send you a ticket response detailing next steps. If more information is required or there is an issue, RIMS staff will be in touch to resolve the issue before your material is added to the monthly disposal request to the state. After RIMS staff approve your submission, you will receive an email copy of your entries. Having watched this video, you should be able to find the disposal request form, fill out the requested information, and submit it to Records and Information Management Services. With any questions, please contact RIMS by visiting go.uillinois.edu/RIMScontact. Thank you, and we hope you found this information helpful.